What's going on, Staten Island, and welcome to a very special presentation brought to you by your friends at Metro United Sports Unlimited, a proud 501c3 in New York State, brought to you by Bobby Glenister, Tom Milano, Chris Reyes, and myself, Todd Bivona. It's great to have you along with us. What are we doing here today? We're previewing the 2025 high school boys baseball varsity season and getting you set for what's to come. Had a great year last year. St. Peter's, big highlight. Tottenville, perennial powerhouse. But what do we have in store this season? From Team USA, as mentioned, Chris is going to help us out, break down the coaches, the players, the facilities, some upgrades. We have some history to go back on.
Yes, we do.
Plenty of players in the past that have moved on to minor league ball, to pro ball. We're going to cover everything, all right? So we're going to get to each and every team on Staten Island and see what their schedule is going to be looking like, where they're going to be traveling to, and who's got the best shot to make it all the way. Once again, we want to thank our friends at TUF Media for helping us out behind the scenes. And of course, this is an MUSU production. Great to have you along with us. Going to be a great ride. Plenty of content you're going to get from here, not just what you're watching here today. Be sure to like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit notifications so you can see each team's preview is going to have its very own video, which will be great for you to share with all your friends and families when it comes to your son, daughter, or classmate, perhaps, looking forward to this 2025 baseball season on Staten Island. Chris, you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, let's dig in. Once again, Metro United Sports Unlimited proudly presents this preview of the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season. Come on in, everyone. We are previewing the 2025 Staten Island High School boys varsity baseball season, going all around the island, South Shore, North Shore, from Tottenville to St. George. We are now heading over to the North Shore of Staten Island. We're going with our friend. Should we say our friend? We know our guy, Bobby Glenister, is at the helm once again this year, coming off an absolute banner year. Last season with a 23-2, 23-3. I was giving you an extra win there. 1 less loss. 23-3 record last year. Division champs, Archdiocese champs, back to back, by the way. City champs, and the 2024 Player and Coach of the Year. This has become one of the best programs in not just the island, not just the city, but the state, Chris.
Yeah.
And again, as I'm Todd Bivona, that's Chris Reyes, Team USA. You see the shirt right there. TUF Media, Metro United Sports Unlimited is coming at you. Tottenville High School graduate of 2003. I always like to tout winning the city championship that year. We had a great team, but wow. The teams that Coach Glenister's putting together have been so impressive, and some of the talent that's been through there has been so great, Chris.
Yeah.
But we got to focus on the season. That's why we're here, right? What's this season going to be about for this team? Obviously, they graduated a few. Always happens every school year. Everyone's graduating. Are we going to expect a lot of the same? Is there going to be a little bit of a dip-off, you think, Chris? Are they going to really have to fight this season? What do you think?
Well, the one thing I do know about Bobby, good friend of mine for years, the people at St. Peter's, they're creating a culture of winning, right? And, you know, it takes time. And as Bobby and Mike and everyone over there showed last year, that it's able to be done, right? Which is the first change for culture. So, you know, kudos to Bobby, the staff at St. Peter's. In regards to this year, Todd, they are a little down when it comes to the roster power. Last year, they had guys like Jack Kehoe and Timon Alfie and all these guys. And the whole lineup was untouchable. It was a 4-hitter from 1 to 9, right? And, you know, a few Division I players that are now freshmen in college right now. But when you look at this year's roster, Todd, it's not as powerful as last year, but you can tell the guys on the list are baseball players, if that makes sense, right? And I think Bobby, you know, he's a winner, right? St. Peter's culture is about winning, and you can tell that the dial is being turned up. They're probably going to beat you a little bit more with brain power and execution than the long ball and throwing a guy at you that throws 91.
Another team Coach had mentioned to us that has some underclassmen that he's looking to step up as well. And I feel like that's a theme. I feel like it's always a theme almost every year for teams.
Sure.
Right? Because you're always graduating some of your top seniors. You're kissing them off. They go and commit to whatever college that they're going to, and you're always looking for underclassmen. The story is the same here, Chris.
Sure.
I mean, coach has got some great young talent coming up, and I'll ask this question about this program. They have some pretty good senior leaders.
They do.
They have some pretty good upperclassmen, you think,
well,
to
the
lead
thing
these
that
guys?
I like about their seniors is that they've been around for 2 years, back-to-back championships.
Sure.
They were on the team, but they weren't the catalyst. I think they're going to step into that realm this year, Todd, and be more of the leader, more of the jump starter of rallies and stuff like that. So I'm a huge believer because we both come from Tottenville, where winning is contagious, right? And if once you learn how to win, you just pass that legacy down, and I think that's what's going to happen this year.
One thing that's also being passed down at St. Peter's is also the atmosphere, camaraderie, something that I say coach, something that Bobby is really big on is the brotherhood.
Sure.
It is the synergy, something that I'll never forget. Coach McCarthy, my freshman year, always used to see the synergy of the team. And you said it, that winning mentality now, back-to-back years of city champs. They know what it takes.
That's right.
To win. Describe for me more what it's going to take for this team to get back there, because now, Chris, everyone's gunning for this team.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think of the Los Angeles Dodgers right now in Major League Baseball. Granted, they don't have the payroll that the Dodgers do, but that payroll, that amount of talent coming back on the Dodgers, everyone wants them. Chris, everyone wants this team.
That's right.
Bobby's got to get these boys ready for everyone that's going to put 180%.
That's right.
And I know some people hate when you do over 100%. Well, I did it. But you see what I'm saying?
I do. And I think when we were at Tottenville, Todd, it was the same case.
Sure.
But I think that's when the younger guys step up, right? They do have a lot of weight on their shoulders. If we were to sit here and say that wasn't the case, we'd be lying, right?
Right.
15th in the country by a ranking system that's out there, first in the state, so a lot to deal with. But it's going to take guys like Vin Grimaldi, who was All City last year, won New York City's Catcher of the Year award. Justin Levine, Bobby's expecting a lot from Justin this year. I could be mistaken, but he's playing the left side of the infield. Could be shortstop, could be third. I'm not positive. So it's guys like Justin Levine. Eddie Rethorn is one of their center fielders. Super athletic lefty center fielder. Unfortunately got hurt last year. And towards the end of the year, Eddie started to kind of get implemented back into the roster, but didn't have the year that Coach Bobby was thinking. So Eddie, I believe, is going to be a guy on the mound that's going to throw some innings for Bobby and step up. And then, there's other guys like Mateo Gordon. He was on the team last year as well. He's going to be playing second base. Not the biggest of presence, but when he gets into the batter's box, everyone knows that ball's getting put in play and something's going to happen. There's going to be some action on the bases. We also have Anthony Macaluso, another 2-year starter for Coach Glenister. These are all guys, watching these guys as young baseball players on Staten Island, being a Staten Island resident, I've seen these kids grow up in the ranks, and they always step up, right? Okay. Very similar to Farrell and Coach Nelson over at C. I've watched these kids, and they've always been winners, so you could expect some more winning with the Eagles, no doubt.
With this list, Chris, senior, the senior leadership is great and battle-tested, to your point.
Sure.
They've won already.
Yes.
They know what it takes to get there, and they'll have some young guns eager, watching these guys work in practice. And I'll ask you what I asked about a couple other teams so far in these previews of the 2025 season. What is St. Peter's baseball? Everyone has a defensive-minded mindset, or a really offense wins games mindset, or pitching, or the team synergy. I know Coach Bobby's very big on, and all of his coaches working so well together with these student athletes, as we like to say. What does characterize St. Peter's baseball? Are they real bashers? Or are they real small ball guys? Or are they pitching minded? Let's just score a couple runs.
Sure.
What can you expect for this team this season, day by day, game by game, in order to get back to where they were last year?
Well, the one thing that St. Peter's has had as a legacy over the last 30 years, and going back to some of these names, is they've always had super athletic kids. The culture is starting to shift into more of a we before me culture, which is great. And you start seeing that around Staten Island a lot, New York City a lot. Some of these names just hold a legacy. I have Cameron Love, the Bedford brothers, John O'Hara, Anthony Scalfani, Jack Kehoe, Ty Manalfi. I mean, it's not that they haven't had the talent in the past.
Right.
They just couldn't put it together and head it in the right direction. I think that's what Coach Bobby's doing. Coach Bobby is turning that culture more into a we culture than a me culture, if that makes sense.
Which is huge and an absolute necessity.
Absolutely.
In order to get to the level that they're at.
Sure.
Which is proven.
Absolutely.
Champions, one of the best in the state. I mean, just a win away from being the best freaking program in the state, which is incredible. So we're looking forward to it. I know this whole island's looking forward to another year of St. Peter's baseball. We're excited for Coach Bobby Glenister and team. Some maturity on the team with some young guns that are going to be looking to step up. Boy, this CHSAA is stacked. These Catholic schools are stacked.
Yeah, man.
A lot of power.
And the whole city is like that, guys. So, keep your eyes up, keep your eyes open. You're going to see maybe some draft picks this year.
Oh, wow.
You might see first team all city. You may see ABCA regional players of the year.
Okay.
Kind of like what Jack Kehoe did last year. But you're going to see a real talented, not only squad in St. Peter's, but the whole CHSAA just has a ton of talent.
Yeah, maybe that's something we can break down in a separate little discussion. I think we talk about the state of PSAL. Let's go beyond the borough. Let's go to Brooklyn and Queens and the Bronx and Manhattan and see who else is out there. Because once we dominate on the island, we have to head off island. We have to represent.
And it's in the works. We've been talking with a lot of high school coaches from Brooklyn and Queens. We have great relationships with USA Baseball and TUF Media.
Sure.
So you can expect us to come out into other boroughs. But Staten Island is going to be a problem.
Sure.
They're going to be a problem.
They're going to be among the top. St. Peter's is one of them. Former city defending champions. St. Peter's baseball. That's going to be a great 2025 season. Good luck to them. Good luck to Coach Bobby. We hope you enjoy their journey. Great to have you along with us. Going to be a great ride. Plenty of content you're going to get from here, not just what you're watching here today. Be sure to like us on Instagram or like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit notifications so you can see each team's preview is going to have its very own video of the 2025 Staten Island High School boys baseball season.